All right. Happy Monday. What's up, everybody? My name is Ed. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Monday Night Live. Excited to hang out tonight. I wasn't on last week, and excited to be back with you this week. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was doing a live, and near the end of my live, I got someone jumped in and asked a question in the comments, like, what is the purpose of these lives? And I thought it was a really great question. And honestly, my answer to them was just to have fun, because I love talking credit cards. I love talking travel hacking. And honestly, these are the types of conversations I'm having with people all the time. I'm regularly talking one-on-one with people about what card they should get, or where they should be going, or how they should be using their points. And there's stuff going on all the time in these industries. So I thought, well, let's just jump on here very casually Monday nights to kind of talk about what's going on in the world of credit cards and travel hacking. So that is the purpose. That is the goal. And a lot of people ask, then the guy was asking me, like, what I was talking about or whatever. And, I just shared, like, whenever I'm getting ready to do this, let me pull this up and see if I can. I literally go to Reddit, and I go to the credit cards subreddit, and you can go top and then search from the past week. And so you literally can see the things that have been going on, like, have been most asked about. It'd be interesting if we did, like, past month. Love this Costco getting slammed for being Visa only. I don't have a Costco around here, so I never shop there. So that is not relevant for me. Can't speak to that. But anyways, this is kind of what I look at to say, all right, where are we going to spend our time? And then obviously kind of just look at my own personal journey and, like, what's been going on. We got an email from Southwest this week talking about some changes coming to Rapid Rewards members. Obviously, we fly Southwest a lot. So I think tonight we're going to spend a little bit of time on look over these changes together. I want to talk about some new stuff that's going on with American Express. There's been a ton of videos about this on YouTube. So if you follow other YouTubers, you may already be aware of this, but some new language that's coming out with the Platinum card. And I believe we even saw it on the Amex Gold business card, but we'll jump into it. Some new language that's kind of deterring getting into their ecosystem more, but we'll jump into that. And also, I just like this question too. What is your favorite card for no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees? So I think we'll probably spend a little bit of time there as well. But let's start with the Chase Freedom Unlimited. This was one of the Reddit posts from 4 days ago. They just dropped a brand new sign-up bonus. So you can see this guy linked to Doctor of Credit talking about one of their new offers is unlimited double points for 12 months. Let's check this out. We'll match your cash back for the first 12 months of spending with your Freedom Unlimited card. 5% through the Chase Travel Portal, 3% on dining, 3% on drugstores, 1.5% on all other purchases. No annual fee. When we're talking about, it's a few things. One, we're looking at this topic because the Chase Freedom Unlimited just dropped this new sign-up bonus. But even this other Reddit post about your favorite no annual fee card, the Chase Freedom Unlimited is up there. There were actually two different posts about favorite card. This one just says favorite no annual fee card and why. This one is favorite no annual fee card and no foreign transaction fees. This one does have foreign transaction fees. I don't remember exactly what it is, probably 3%. But it does have foreign transaction fees. So that is, if that's super important to you, that one wouldn't fit this. But in the world of no annual fee cards, I do love this card. Why? Because it's in the Chase ecosystem, and it's going to earn you Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So if you already have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, maybe the Chase Business Preferred, you already have a card that's getting you into the Ultimate Rewards ecosystem. You add another card like this to your wallet that gives you something like this 1.5 back on everything. All of a sudden, this is a card to have in your wallet to be like your main card for purchases that don't fall into another category. Obviously, you can use this at dining, use this at drugstores. But if you're making like a retail purchase or something like that, and you don't have another card that is going to get you a higher multiplier, having a card in your wallet that gets you more than 1%, because pretty much every card out there is going to get you 1% cash back. Having a card in my wallet that gets me more than 1% is important to me. And it's kind of just a catch-all card. If I don't have a better card, I'm going to jump to here. So this is one of my favorite cards for that reasons. And yeah, so he says double all that. So 10, 6, 6, 3. Exactly, because because this is Magic Cashback for the first 12 months, these are their basic rates. These are the basic rates. So multiply this over the year. I mean, this can really add up. Imagine getting 6% on dining for a whole year, or 6% drugstore, or 3% on everything. I mean, that's a really fantastic card to have in your wallet. Here's the thing about this. On the surface, it seems really, really great, right? For this offer. The only thing is a previous offer. I wonder if, let's see what the public offer is. Yeah, so they also have this offer. You get a $200 bonus after you spend $500, which if you're already in the Chase ecosystem, this shows up as Ultimate Rewards points. So $200 is actually 20,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. And here you get 5% cash back on combined gas station and grocery store purchases on up to 12,000 in the first year, not including Target and Walmart. Those are wholesale stores, or they like kind of group them in that category. This is I almost like this offer better. And I'll tell you why. $200 after $500 in spend is a really fantastic bonus. It's really accessible. $500 in 3 months, super easy to hit. To get $200, to get 200 or 20,000 points back is after that is so simple. It's so straightforward. It's in my pocket. How long would it take you to get 20,000 points back based on this, even if it was double? So, man, how can I? Gosh, I'm like blanking here. If it was, I need a calculator. If you are smart with math, help me out. But how long, if you were getting 3% cash back just on everything, let's say you're not even using dining or drugstore, you're just getting straight 3% cash back for a year, how long would it take you to get $200 cash back? Gosh, I need like a piece of paper to do some math here. 23% over 100. So if I send $5,000, that'd be $150 cash back. 7,500. It's $225. Is it $7,000? It's $210. Okay, so sorry for that. So let's just say you were you took this offer, right? The limited time double cashback offer. In order to get the public offer, which is going to give you $200, but it's 20,000 Chase points, but $200 after $500 in spend, it's easy, it's straightforward, you can get it. Plus, you're going to get this special offer, the 5% cash back gas stations, groceries for a whole year. Like this offer to me seems better than this, because in order to get $200 cash back, I have to spend at least like $7,000 on the card, times 7,000 times 0.03 is 210. So that's a lot of money I have to put on this card over a course of a year just to see the return that's accessible here. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because on the surface, like they're marketing this pretty heavy. You're seeing this advertised. Obviously, I found this on Reddit as like a really popular post for this week. And people are like, oh yeah, let's get this great card. It's Chase Family Limited. They got a new offer, all these things. But I'm not so sure this offer is actually the best one out there. Now, of course, presumably you're going to spend some of that. You're spending on dining. You're going to get 6% cash back. Like you're going to hit the $200 maybe quicker than $7,000 in my hypothetical scenario here. But the other problem with this for me is that this is locking me in to use this card almost for a year. Like I now feel obligated to use this card until I hit at least $200 cash back, because I know that's what I could get if I just did their public offer anyways. So for me, I'd rather do this is their public offer. They're one on their main page. I bet it's also the referral link offer too. If someone's interested in a referral link, I could drop it in the comments for the Freedom Unlimited, help support the channel. But this card, to get this bonus right off the bat, 500 spend, immediately I'm going to get that $200, and knowing I'm going to get 5% cash back on two categories that actually are fairly hard to find in the credit card world, gas stations and grocery stores. To me, this just seems like a pretty no-brainer preference for this offer instead of this special double cash back. So if you're watching and interested in this card, I'm interested to know, like, which one of these offers would you prefer? Would you want the double cash back offer, or would you want and get double on all these categories for up to 12 months? Or would you rather this, where you're going to get the straight up bonus up front and get this on cash and grocery stores? I guess if you knew, like, over the next 12 months, I'm going to be just putting so much money down on purchases not in a category. Like if you knew you had just an insane level of purchasing, maybe this could be worth it. If you are someone that wants to get deep into the credit card game, or you already are, I think this special offer of double cash back for 12 months also doesn't really benefit you, because it's possible you might be trying to hit multiple bonuses over the course of this year. So even if I am going to spend a lot of money and I want to, really take advantage of getting 3% back as a baseline, to me, I would almost rather get a card in January, hit the bonus, get a bunch of bonus points. Get a card in March, hit the bonus, get a lot of bonus points. Like hitting a multiple additional sign-up bonuses in a year, I'm going to get way more return, way more bang for my buck than sticking with one single card through the course of the year. So all of this is your mileage may vary. All of this is your personal circumstance, like what is going to work best for you. And it's honestly a really good example of when people come to me and say, well, what is the best card for me? It really does take like having an understanding of, okay, tell me your scenario. Tell me what's going on. What kind of expenses do you have coming up? What's your credit score look like? Expenses, income, all those things. Because all of it factors, all of it plays in. But here, we're literally comparing the exact same card in two different offers for the exact same card. This one, you're going to get it up front and get some unique categories. This one, you have their main categories, but over the 12 months, it's double. So two very, very different offers. And depending on what you're looking for, one might work out better than the other. But yeah, Chase Freedom Unlimited, this will definitely fall into one of my favorite no annual fee cards. This guy said, I'm looking at Chase Freedom Unlimited and City Custom Cash. Yeah, I mean, those would be near the top of my list. I don't have the City Custom Cash, but the City Custom Cash, I think we've talked about it on here before. The City Custom Cash is a really phenomenal card to add to your wallet, especially if it helps you hit a category that you presently do not have. So you get 5% cash back on your top eligible spend category up to 500 spent each billing cycle, which is, that's pretty high. But the eligible categories: restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, select travel, select transit, select streaming, drugstores, home improvement stores, fitness clubs, live entertainment. This gas station one is a big one. A lot of people don't have a card that's earning them a lot of money on gas. And so this is a great card to add into your repertoire and just use it on gas. If you're only using on gas, then you know that you're always going to get 5% back, because it's always going to be your highest spend category card. So that would be one. But more comparing it directly to the Chase Freedom, I'd go this one, because I'm going to get 5% cash back as well, plus this $200 bonus, and I'm going to get the 1.5% back on everything else. Whereas City, I'd only get 1% back. And this does have a bonus. Yeah, $200 back after $1,500 in spending in the first 3 months, which that's actually still a pretty good sign up offer. But this one is $200 after $500 in spend. So even between those two, to me, the Chase Freedom Unlimited beats out the City Custom Cash. But if you're a little bit into the credit card game, maybe you're in like mid game, as we might call it, and you're just looking to add to your repertoire, maybe you're trying to get into City. I mean, City Custom Cash is a phenomenal card. What did people say here? Chase Freedom cards. Yeah, exactly. We just talked about that. This guy's saying, like, get them both. You get the Custom Cash after a year. Yeah, I mean, that would definitely be a way I would go. Blue Cash Every Day. I talk about this card a lot on this channel. I love the Blue Cash Every Day card. That's an American Express card. Wells Fargo Autograph, Saver One. The Saver One, I've definitely talked about this card too. I don't have this card, but this would be to the Reddit poster that asked no annual fee and no foreign transaction fee. I think this would take it for me. Saver One rewards here. No annual fee. I just want to confirm that. Yeah, no foreign transaction fee. So the Capital One Saver One, this is a really good, obviously this one is for people with excellent credit, but they have variations of this card for people with good credit. They have variations of this card for students and people building credit. So the whole Saver One lineup, there's going to be a version of it that works for you. And I'm pretty sure across the board, across the entire Saver One lineup, they're going to be no foreign transaction fees. Some of them do have annual fees, like this one, the Saver Rewards card. Gets you a little bit, some different categories, and has a $95 annual fee. But I'm really looking at this middle one here. Saver One Rewards, 3% cash back on dining, streaming, grocery stores, $200 after $500 in spend. Get to use the Capital One travel portal, get 5% cash back. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty solid card. So, did anyone say that? I wonder if anyone said that on this. Saver. Yeah, one guy. 2, 3. Yeah. All right, nice. A few people suggesting Saver One in the comments. Fantastic. This subreddit is great. If you are really interested in getting deep into credit cards, this can be a really phenomenal subreddit to get plugged into to learn a little bit more. All right. Let's go. Let's jump over to Southwest. Southwest sent out this email, I think today. Five ways Rapid Rewards are about to get even better. I love Southwest on this channel. I'm based in Pittsburgh. We fly to Florida a lot. There's direct flights to Tampa, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale that we do all the time. Southwest, from a points perspective, isn't you're not going to find a lot of outsized value with Southwest when you're trying to redeem points. because they have like a standard points redemption value, like across the board. Anytime you run the numbers on what kind of value am I getting from a Southwest redemption, it's going to be between 1.2 and 1.5 100% of the time. So I just priced out some flights to Fort Lauderdale for February. My family and I are going on a trip in February, and we need to get to Fort Lauderdale, and we're considering driving versus flying. And the flying option for 4 people came out to a little over $2,300 or 163,000 Southwest points. And I think that came out to like 1.4, something like that, 1.4 cents per point. So right in the wheelhouse, maybe a little on the upper scale. So you like to see that. Let's look at Points Guy. Point value. Here we go. This is August, but October. Here we go. 1.4. So Points Guy values a Southwest point at 1.4. So they hit 1.4 is just, it's standard, right? The thing about Southwest points and using it, if I want to go on this trip and I have the points and I don't have to spend cash and it's going to get me there, man, I'm going to love that. Like, that's the whole point. Overall, I am trying to get outsized value when I redeem something like Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So if I can transfer to somewhere else other than Southwest and get outsized return, that's kind of what I'm looking for. And if I can book a Southwest point with cash and maybe earn those points either with my Southwest card or something else, and then spend them later. Maybe use a card like my Amex Gold, or if you have something like the Amex Green, you can get some inflated values on like a standard flight cost. That might be better. But if you can use your points to get you somewhere you need to go, it's a good redemption. So definitely support using it. Let's see. Got someone Tampa Travel. Come on, raise up. Let's go. Double raise, baby. My wife's from Tampa, but they are sadly out of the playoffs, but still representing. Let's see. Wells Fargo getting travel partners on 11/15. Oh my gosh, yes. We'll jump into this because I honestly haven't spent a lot of time looking into that. So we'll spend some time going over to there. Autograph might be what everyone is talking about. Yeah. So this is big news. If you're not familiar, one of the things we talk about a lot is a card that is going to earn flexible currency tends to be more valuable than a card that's going to earn you locked currency, right? So a Southwest card only earns you Southwest points. A Marriott card earns you Marriott points. But something like a Chase card earning Chase Ultimate Rewards, American Express earning membership rewards, Citi thank you points, Capital One miles, and now Autograph miles points, whatever they're going to call them. Being able to get those flexible currencies and then transfer out to their transfer partners, that's where you're going to get outsized value on those cards. So Wells Fargo just announced that they're adding travel partners, and I think there's even some, if it's not rumors, it's confirmed, like some of who those partners are. So we'll Google it together here in a second. But yeah, really, really big news. But welcome, Tampa Travel. Pumped to have you here. But just to scan these Southwest before we jump into Wells Fargo, redeem with cash and points is the first thing they're announcing. A lot of places obviously have this. I'm really interested to see how this breaks down. Knowing Southwest and knowing what I just said, how they're super consistent in their redemption rates, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's going to be one for one. Even if you use a little bit of cash and you're doing cash points, I guarantee your points evaluation is still going to come out close to 1.4 every time you try to do it. But this is obviously a perk. Getting more flexibility in a way that I can pay is good. So obviously people already do that. So that's nice. And then just a fewer things to their rewards program. Your credit card spend will get you to tier status 2x faster. Instead, get 1,500 tier points every 5,000 spend instead of 10,000. Then you get, premier business, priority,
performance business. Oh, the on the card, sorry, to get A-list, A-list preferred. I don't know. The perks of Southwest just aren't that great. A-list preferred, priority boarding, free in-flight internet. Also get 2 free premium drinks. Like Southwest, I'm not really someone that's chasing after status. Here we go. Same day change and same day standby is nice. Not gonna lie. Priority boarding. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's fine. These are fine perks, but they're just not great with Southwest. Because if you have other cards, if you have any of the Southwest personal chase cards or the Southwest business card, you get multiple passes per year. They're going to allow you to use priority boarding bookings, right? So you have multiple of those that are going on. I think, let me see. I get 4 upgraded bookings with my Southwest Personal. Katie gets 4 upgraded bookings with her Southwest Personal. I get 4 more upgraded bookings with my Southwest Business card. So that's right across the board. There's 12 upgraded bookings, for that. We get 75 Southwest credit on my personal card, 75 Southwest credit on Katie's personal card. If you're not sure which one of them I'm talking about, I'm looking at the priority card, which I think is like $149 annual fee. But you're going to get you get the $75 travel credit for upgraded bookings. You get 25% back in-flight purchases, 7,500 anniversary points per year that helps to offset the annual fee. So like, I'm already getting a lot of perks by having the cards that they're advertising I'm going to get through status. So like, the status just doesn't appeal to me. Even things like free in-flight internet. I've talked about this before. My Chase business card, this is the same link I just clicked now. This card has a $199 annual fee, but I'm going to get 9,000 anniversary points to help me offset that. I get my 4 upgraded bookings, and then I get 365 Wi-Fi credits a year. So this is giving me free Wi-Fi for me, all my devices, all my wife's devices, all my son's devices, all my daughter's devices every single time we fly. I'm never going to hit that cap of 365. So just with their cards, I'm getting so many of these same perks. So these other changes from Southwest, just marketing hype, right? I like that you can redeem cash plus points, but these other things aren't really anything to write home about. But yeah, excited to see how this cash plus points rolls out, and we'll go from there. All right, so back to Tampa travel. Wells Fargo getting travel partners. So the big card that people are like to talk about is the autograph card. No annual fee, 30,000 points after you spend 1,500 purchases, roughly worth $300. But if you can now transfer this out to transfer partners, you're going to be able to get increased outsized return. So Wells Fargo transfer partners, are they released yet? Doctor of Credit's the man. A new online redemption option will be available for all points-based Wells Fargo credit cards for points transfer. Able to redeem the points as miles, points, or credits at participating partner loyalty. Doesn't appear in the Wells Fargo Active Cash, but unsure about other cards. Autograph currently has the 30K bonus. Okay, so I don't know, Tampa Travel, I don't know if you're still on here. Have they announced who the partners are? Because I feel like Fire Talk user. Yeah, I haven't particularly seen anything. Who does the Built rewards? Issued by. Okay, so Built. That's what I thought. Built is owned by Wells Fargo. So and we've talked about the Built MasterCard on here before. This card you get points on rent with this card. So without the transaction fee. So this card is a game changer if you are someone that pays rent every month. This is absolutely a card you should have in your repertoire if you are paying rent, because that's money otherwise that you typically can't use a credit card to pay in most circumstances. Built gives you the scenario where it kind of gives you like a checking account number, so to speak, and allows you to pay your rent with this card. There's one slight catch is you have to use this card 5 times in a statement period. So that's 5 times a month in order to be able to use it on rent. But I feel like that's a pretty low barrier to entry in order to use this. But really, really phenomenal card. The reason I'm jumping over to this card, though, is because they already have transfer partners. And I don't remember exactly who they are. Let's see. Don't think they're released yet. Yeah, I don't think they are either. But I wanted to see Built MasterCard transfer partners because Built already has transfer partners and the Built card is issued by Wells Fargo. I think there's some hypotheses out there that a lot of the same partners that the Built card has, yeah, exactly. Hopefully, same as Built, are going to be some of the partners that you're going to see with Autograph, Active Cash, things like that. So if you look at their Built transfer partners, a lot of the guys you see from some of the other places, right? A lot of these foreign airlines, American Airlines, United, Hyatt, IHG. So if Wells Fargo comes out and says they can transfer the Hyatt, that is huge. I mean, right now the only place that you can really transfer the Hyatt is if you have this Built card or Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So I mean, that will be a game changer. So I think this is something to keep an eye on, something that maybe we'll talk about on a future live. But yeah, just a lot of speculation out there right now. It's basically confirmed that they're getting transfer partners. We just don't know who they are. If you're playing catch up here, I'm just hypothesizing that because the Built MasterCard is already distributed by Wells Fargo and Built MasterCard has transfer partners, maybe some of these will be the same. So I think it's a fairly logical conclusion, but we'll see. Maybe they'll end up with more. So that'll be really, really exciting news, and definitely make a lot of the Wells Fargo cards a lot more interesting. I don't presently have any Wells Fargo card, and honestly, beyond these two, the Active Cash and the Autograph, I'm not even totally familiar with their lineup, but it looks to be pretty much everything. Lowest, what's this? I mean, a low APR. This one's probably not good. This is targeting people that are probably poor with their spend. So Active Cash, $200 cash back and $500 spent in the first 3 months. Then unlimited 2% back. This is a nice card. Does the Active Cash have a foreign transaction fee? Anybody know? Look at all these awards. Come on, Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo Active Cash. Terms. Yeah, 3% foreign transaction fee. So, um, which is fine. I mean, this is basically their equivalent of the Chase Freedom Unlimited, so to speak. You get 2% cash back, which is more than their 1.5. So, I mean, this is big news, guys. If we get transfer partners, which again is pretty much confirmed, we don't know who they're going to be, but these two cards really jump up pretty high up the list. I mean, they weren't bad cards before, but because you had limited ways to use that points basically in the cashback, there just isn't a lot of momentum around them in the credit card community. So really big deal getting transfer partners. I think it's probably fairly quickly going to move Wells Fargo up to something like compared with Citi. And I think what you'll have happen is I haven't seen this, Tim Travel, if you're still here, maybe you know, but I wonder if the release of transfer partners is going to come alongside a brand new card. Like, I wonder if Wells Fargo is going to drop something like a premier card, kind of in the same tier as the Chase Sapphire Preferred, that type of tier, to try and compete with that. Maybe not as high as the Chase Sapphire Reserve, but definitely the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Citi credit cards. Is it the Citi Premier? I always forget. Yeah, the Citi Premier card. I think this is $95 annual fee, 60,000 points after 4,000 in spend. I mean, Citi has some really nice offerings. 10x on hotel, car rentals, and traction when booked through Citi Travel Portal. The main thing, again, here is this is getting you Citi thank you points, and you can transfer out to their partners. So flexible currency is better. Having more options is going to be better, because you can always still redeem. If your jam is cash back, you can still redeem it for cash back. But otherwise, yeah, let's travel out. The Duo. Are you saying just the Duo setup? You know, like running both those cards in conjunction? Or is there... Why is Wells Fargo hated so much? It's not that it's hated. It's that there's just not a lot you can do with the points at the moment. But if they're going to get partners, yeah, I don't know. What did it say? Very interesting. Some fun things happening in the credit card space with Wells Fargo, especially if you're somebody that's in the credit card game and you're willing to have multiple cards across multiple currencies. I mean, this is a really big deal that we're going to be getting some transfer partners here. So very, very fun, Wells Fargo. We'll keep an eye on you. Maybe I'll be looking at these cards. Honestly, I'm just about to wrap up hitting my bonus for my Capital One Venture X. I had to do 4,000 in 3 months. I'll tell you where I'm at here in a second. And so I'm a little over 3,000. So very easy on my way. I have to hit it by like something in like December. I'm at 2,800 spend. I got to hit it by December 20th. So right on track to hit my bonus for the Capital One Venture X. Immediately after, honestly, actually, probably even within the week, I'm going to be applying for either myself or my wife. Not quite sure. I got to check who's due to apply. But probably what's going to happen is I'm going to log into my account, which I have the Inc. Business Preferred. I'm going to pull up my referral rate and refer my wife, and probably get something like the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited, no annual fee. And they have a thing, 900 cash back. But again, this is roughly equivalent to 90,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points. This is 6,000 in spend in 3 months, which is, again, a little on the high end, but we should be able to hit it if we're using our main card. The other big deal here is that right now the referral bonuses are 40,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So if I refer my wife plus this, you're looking, and when you hit this bonus, you're looking at 130,000 Chase points, plus the points we get for just a spend. So at least 136,000 Chase points. So this is probably where I'm headed next. I've talked a lot about anybody being able to get a business card, even if you only have side hustles. So these are really accessible to anyone. If you want to know more, drop it in the chat and I can talk about it. Tampa, you can transfer active cash to autograph. Yes. I mean, that's going to be, yeah. That's what I meant by duo. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah. That's what's going to be huge. I mean, if you have both these cards in duo and they add transfer partners, because both of these cards are going to go to one pool. This is the same thing I was talking about Chase earlier. When you have all these different Chase cards that can pull points into the same ecosystem, Ultimate Rewards, and then I can mass transfer those out to different partners and get these inflated value. That's how we break the bank, right? That's how we break open the floodgates and get these really extreme outsized values. So Wells Fargo is basically saying we're entering this territory. This is why this is such a big deal. But it'll be really, again, like I'm saying, it'll be really interesting if you see maybe a third card come out, right? Because we got like the Chase trifecta, the Amex trifecta, the Citi trifecta. You have all these cards, right? So it won't be a surprise to me at all that sometime in the next 6 to 12 months, Wells Fargo, they're introducing transfer partners now. They're probably going to people are going to probably flood into the autograph and active cash market. So they're not going to be needing to add a new card right away because the cards they already have are about to become extremely more valuable. So maybe within the next 6 to 12 months, you're going to see them issue a new card, right? That probably is going to be more aimed at like a premier travel type card. So I'm just the idea. We'll see. I could be totally wrong on that. But yeah, you get 3x on the travel autograph, 2x on the other one. Yeah, I mean, really, really phenomenal in conjunction with each other. Really great, awesome. It covers a lot of ground. So restaurants, travel, just the general travel, 3x back. That is such a great thing to have. To have a card that gets you flat 3x on the travel category is awesome. That's like one of the perks of the American Express green card, which I don't have this card, but that's been one of the main reasons that I've had my eye on the green card, is to get really a catch-all travel category on a card. But this is a card that comes with $150 annual fee, right? This autograph has no annual fee. You're going to get 3x on travel, 3x on gas and electric vehicle, transit. I don't know. This is really, really going to take off. You'd think the autograph card is almost like too big for its britches. But because it was only earning you cash back, if you were team cashback, I'm sure you love this card. If you're team travel, it hasn't really been on your radar. But now adding transfer partners, again, it's changing the game. So, wow. Really, really big deal. Really big deal there. So we'll keep an eye out. On what's going on. When they announce the transfer partners, we'll talk about it again, maybe on a future Monday, or I'll do a full video on it. Which, by the way, I haven't had a new video come out in a while. I've been dealing with some health issues So navigating those, won't get into the full details, but I have a herniated disc in my back. And so this is the first day I've been able to sit for longer than 30 minutes. So that's kind of a big deal. Um, so I'll be back to making videos here shortly. All right, what else do we want to cover? We're about 45 minutes in. I'm gonna be ending the stream here. The last thing I wanted to look at, which maybe we won't spend a lot of time getting into. This is from Reddit. Why is Amex punishing people who want to go deeper into their ecosystem? And the reason that this guy is saying this is because there's new language that we're starting to see across American Express, across their terms and conditions for cards. And I don't exactly know where this is. Let's see. Basically, it's language that was like, you may not be eligible. Man, I wish I could find this super easily. You may not be eligible for the welcome bonus if you've already had the gold card, right? So American Express, new language, platinum cards. Here we go. Previous or current card holders of any of the 3 platinum cards are ineligible for new bonuses. So you previously could get like the consumer version of the platinum and the Charles Schwab version of the platinum. Like you could get different versions of the platinum card. They're getting away with that. They're also expanding this family rule that you're ineligible to receive a welcome offer on a new gold card if you previously had the gold, platinum, Schwab platinum, or Morgan Stanley platform. So sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So let's say I got the platinum card first. If I then wanted to get the gold, which I personally have done this over the last few years, I got the platinum a few years ago, then I got the gold card. This new language is saying I would not be eligible for the welcome bonus in the gold if I previously had the platinum. This is a big deal because Amex is basically cutting off. That's what this Reddit is saying. Like, why are they punishing people who want to go deeper into the ecosystem? They're just adding these unnecessary rules. And I'm not totally sure why. I mean, I think they're definitely targeting people like us that are churning multiple cards. But it's just unfortunate because now if you're still early on in your credit card journey, you can plan for this, but things are always changing. So it's pretty hard to do. But you would need to apply for the gold card before the platinum card is basically the situation now. So if you have neither of these cards and you ultimately want a world where you end up with both of these cards and get bonuses on both of these cards, right now the strategy based on new language that Amex is saying is you got to get the gold card first. And I think everyone is just kind of waiting for the shoe to drop for them to extend this to the green card. Like how long is it going to be before they say you can't get the welcome bonus on the green card if you previously have had the gold and the platinum? They haven't said that, but it feels logical that they might do that. So there might be even a situation where you might need to get the green card, then the gold, then the platinum, like work your way up the ladder instead of going the opposite way. Many people start at the top on the platinum card because honestly, sometimes it can be fairly easy to get accepted to the platinum card, get the bonus and then kind of dip out, right? But Amex is trying to cut that down. That's where we're seeing pop-up jail. Go watch my video on that if you need more information on Amex pop-up jail. So yeah, Amex is just a little all over the place right now. And I think rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. Obviously, all of their things that they're still great at are still intact. Their customer service, the platinum card being arguably the best credit card book card out there. So there's still a lot of really good things about American Express. But yeah, just all these little rules just rubbing people the wrong way. So I don't know. All right. That's all for tonight. Thanks for hanging with me. People that were in the chat, mainly PS and Tampa Travel, love that you guys were in the chat. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for everyone that was watching. Jump onto my channel, watch my videos if you haven't seen them. I'll be back next Monday for Monday Night Live, and hopefully I'll get a new video out soon. But I'm excited to see what comes from some of this, some of these changes, Wells Fargo and Southwest and all the things. So, all right, everyone, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one.